Russian cargo airline SkyGates has received its second IL-96-400T aircraft, RA-96101, which has quite a rich history. The aircraft was built back in the 1990s, with its first flight taking place on May 16, 1997, almost 28 years ago. Back then, it wasn't yet the 400T version, but an IL-96T, equipped with PW-2337 engines, nearly identical to those used on Boeing 757s and C-17s. Russia's warm relations with the United States at the time resulted in numerous abandoned joint aviation projects. The IL-96T was one of them. Other similar projects include the PS-90A2 and 3, the Tu-204SM, and the 204-120SE. Let us first discuss the IL-96T project before we get back to the subject. The IL-96T aircraft was designed for transporting heavy cargo over long distances. The Russian-American program created the IL-96T as a further development of the passenger aircraft IL-96-300. The serial production of the IL-96T is carried out by the Voronezh Aircraft Manufacturing Association. The aircraft was classified as a wide-body type, with a fuselage of circular cross-section measuring 6.08 meters in diameter, divided horizontally into two decks, almost entirely used as cargo cabins. The cargo volume was an impressive 776 cubic meters, and it included a main cargo door measuring 4.85 by 2.87 meters and two lower deck cargo doors measuring 2.69 by 1.84 meters. These, along with modern, easily removable floor handling systems, ensured efficient and rapid loading of containers and pallets. During fuselage design, considerations were made to increase reliability, improve safety in case of damage, reduce crack growth rate, ensure service life, decrease weight, and enhance exterior surface quality and manufacturability. The aircraft featured a high aspect ratio wing with supercritical airfoils and winglets that enhance aerodynamic performance. The wing was equipped with effective takeoff and landing devices. The main wing box structure was developed using monolithic assembled panels designed for high-stress loads while maintaining the required strength, lifespan, and durability. To reduce the number of longitudinal and transverse joints, which are major sources of fatigue cracks, long and wide prefabricated components are widely used in the airframe. One notable feature of the wing was the extensive use of honeycomb structures, used in the wing's leading and trailing edges, landing gear doors, and various control surfaces like air brakes, spoilers, ailerons, and flap segments. The aircraft's power plant consisted of 4 Pratt & Whitney engines, models PW-48-2 or PW-2337, each providing a maximum thrust of 17,130 kilogram force. The engines are mounted on pylons under the wings. Each engine has its own fuel system, which receives its supply from the feeder section of its respective tank. These sections remain filled throughout the flight to ensure reliable fuel delivery under all conditions. Later in the flight, fuel from the wingtip tanks was used to reduce wing loading and increase flutter speed. An alternative configuration with NK92 ultra-high bypass turbofans, designed by N.D. Kuznetsov, bypass ratio of 17 to 18, thrust of 176.5 to 196.1 kilonewtons, or 18 to 20 tons, was under consideration. The aircraft had advanced automatic control and navigation systems from the American company Rockwell Collins, which include a digital autopilot, a navigation system using laser gyroscopes, a flight mode optimization system from Smiths Industries, electronic displays with 6 CRT indicators, each 20.3 centimeters, a ground proximity warning system, wind shear radar, GPS and GLONASS receivers, a SAT-900 satellite communication system, and a TCAS collision avoidance system. These systems allow for almost full automation of flight operations in complex weather conditions anywhere on Earth, and even enable automatic landings. The use of highly automated systems and the 2-person crew configuration influenced the design of the cockpit, located on the upper deck at the front of the fuselage. The cockpit was specifically designed to reduce pilot fatigue and enhance safety, reliability, and flight regularity. In addition to the cockpit, the aircraft included a 3-seat compartment for accompanying cargo personnel. This compartment is separated from the main cargo area on the upper deck by a barrier net and a smoke-proof curtain. The first flight of the prototype IL-96T, built at the Voronezh aircraft plant, took place on May 16, 1997. The first IL-96T aircraft was scheduled for delivery to Aeroflot, Russian international airlines, as part of their fleet renewal. Delivery of the first aircraft was planned for the second half of 1997, and 2 more units are expected to be delivered in 1998. Now back to the subject. After completing a few flights, the aircraft vanished from sight. In 2004, the aircraft was seen again, prompting the start of its conversion into the IL-96-400T, which made its debut in the skies in 2007. It was supposed to be handed over to Atlant-Soyuz, which ceased operations around that time. A few years later, the aircraft performed its first commercial flight with the airline Polet. Unfortunately, its operation there was short-lived. The airline failed to pay for leasing, lost its Ruslan aircraft and cargo contracts, and was left with only small sobs. By 2013, it had lost its operator certificate and gone bankrupt. In 2013, the aircraft was returned to the Vaso factory airfield, where there were plans to convert it into a passenger jet for Cubana. But they had no money and little interest in the project, so the plane stayed grounded for the next 10 years. After restoration, SkyGates will use it for cargo once more, making it their second IL-96-400T. The first one is the sister aircraft, RA-96103, which was inducted a year earlier in December 2023. It was also built by the Voronezh Aircraft Production Association, ASO, in 2009. However, based on FR24 data, it appears that neither of them has flown in a while. One might wonder why this aircraft is designated as 400T when it is a derivative of the 300 version. It is because the IL-96-400T originated from the IL-96T, a cargo variant of the IL-96M, a stretched, westernized version of the IL-96-300. Now, do you think there will ever be a newly built 400T version in the future? Let us know in the comments. Please like and share our videos and subscribe to our channel. Please also take membership in our channel to encourage us.